Welcome to Pro Tip Tuesday. I'm Summer of Summerly Quilts, and each week I'm bringing you a pro tip to help you make the most of your sewing time. This week I want to cover a question that I get asked frequently. How do I work with stretchy fabrics? You see, I make a lot of t-shirt quilts and memory quilts, and in doing so, I've gotten used to working with a lot of different kinds of fabrics, all within the quilt making setting. And so this week I want to show you exactly what I do to help stabilize those stretchy fabrics and keep them from bunching and folding or stretching too much while under the machine. Okay, so I have two blocks here that I have already put together with a piece of quilting cotton sashing. They're both very stretchy. This one was a jersey and this one is from a t-shirt. So I've got two very stretchy fabrics and the quilting cotton that I'm putting between. Now, this trick can work if I were to put them together without the sashing, but the sashing, it does look nice. It really sets off the blocks and it helps stabilize these pieces without having to use any stabilizer on the back. So I'm going to lay my sashing out across and line it up on either side. And I'm going to put a pin in at each end first. Like so. Put them down. Then I'm going to place one in the center. And then I'm in either side. These are kind of wide spaces, so I am going to go ahead and fill in between those. If it's not as wide, I might just do the quarters. But the idea is to kind of, every couple of inches to have a pin. And then what happens is I'm going to put the sashing on the top when I put it through my machine and just remove the pins as I go along and let the machine and the feed dogs pull along any bunching or any stretching that's going to happen underneath. And so what happens is when it's done, then I have this beautiful piece that is all the same and there's no stretching, there aren't any pieces that are pushed out because the pins hold it and keep it in place while it's under the machine. Okay, so I just want to show you, I have my 1/4 inch marked. I always do a 1/4 inch seam allowance in all of my quilts. So I'm going to keep the sashing on top, put this under, do a few stitches, take out my pins as I go. Now, as I sew these with the stretchier fabrics on the bottom, I tend to go a little slower than what I normally do when I am just sewing quilting cottons together. I kind of zoom through those. But with the stretchier fabric, it stays nicer and I get fewer puckers or any kind of distortions when I just take my time and go a little bit slower. There we go. Now I have a nice 1/4 inch seam, and when I press that open, everything is nice with no puckers. So thanks so much for watching. This is Pro Tip Tuesday. Have a great day and I'll see you next week.